Longtime Reddit reader. First time making an account because I am currently stuck in my girlfriend's room while she and her family are having dinner downstairs. I haven't eaten since morning, nor showered, and I need to take a shit. Backstory this morning. Since the lockdown for COVID-19 happened, I haven't seen my girlfriend for over a month plus. Our government recently relaxed the quarantine, so we're allowed to go out but not loiter. Woke up to my girlfriend's call around 11 a.m. saying that her parents went out to get something. I thought, okay, I'll come over, return her camera I borrowed, and maybe we can sit in my car around her neighborhood and hang out a while. It was a little rushed, as her parents just left the house as I left mine. I'm about 20 minutes away from her place. She assured me her parents will be out for at least 1.5 hours, as they need to get lunch. I drove as fast as I could and picked her up from the front of the house, and we drove to the park nearby to hang out. After a couple of minutes, I asked if she brought some water, as I asked her about it before I came, and she said no. She said, why don't you come in and take some water, since her parents will still be far away. I said yes, obviously, and went in, drank water, and we sat on the couch for a while to cuddle. I was a little paranoid, but I haven't seen her in a long time, so I needed it. About 10 minutes, we hear a car outside her house, and that's how TIFU. It was her parents. They were only out for 40 minutes. FML. We panicked. Luckily, I parked away from her house and took my slippers in. I contemplated just owning up and lying that I needed to use the toilet, but her mom is really difficult. She would assume my girlfriend was lying and get her in trouble. I haven't even met her parents officially as her boyfriend yet. If you are from an Asian family or have heard of Asian parents being strict about relationships, it's true. We both ran up to her room and I hid behind the door. Mind you, her room is really small. It's about the size of 2 single beds. Can't hide under the bed as she has to keep her door open, and you can see straight under the bed from the stairs. The only place possible is behind her door. I stood there frozen as she went down to greet her parents. I could hear them coming in as I hugged the wall as tightly as I could. She came back up freaking out, but I said it's okay. Let's just try and formulate a plan. She said okay, and she went down to eat with them first. I then had to stay as silent as possible, with no fan or air conditioning, so I sweated my ass off. 1 p.m.-ish. She comes back up and we try to listen whether her parents are coming up or not. They usually sit downstairs after lunch and nap, which they did. Gave me a little bit of relief, as I could sit down on the floor. The space in between the door and her table is super tiny, which is uncomfortable, but I'm not complaining. 2 p.m. Her dad comes up to shower, and her door is right next to the bath area. I can hear the water rushing. But good news, my girlfriend is in the room doing her work, so she can look out. It's weird, as I'm just standing up behind the door and looking at her look back at me. After his shower, her dad leaves to go to the store, which leaves just her mom downstairs. She gets on a long phone call, which gives me a bit of room to relax. My girlfriend and I make out a bit to calm our nerves, and I gotta say it did help. For the next 3 hours, her mom stays downstairs, and we try and formulate a plan, but everything involves the timing of her parents, which is impossible. Can't jump out the window because it's grilled, and she doesn't have the key. Around 5:30 p.m.-ish, her dad comes home and almost comes into her room. He asks her to print something, and she quickly walks to her door to stop him from coming in. I hear his voice right outside the door. Thankfully, he walks away and goes down to watch TV. And I swear to God the universe wants us to suffer, because right after that, her mom comes upstairs and hangs around the common area. My girl had recorded a Zoom meeting, so she tells her mom she has a meeting and plays it, and closing the door, giving my legs a much-needed rest. And I sit. 7 p.m. Her mom calls her from downstairs that it's time to eat. And that's where we are now. It's currently 9 p.m., and I can hear her family talking to each other. She had to turn off the lights, and fan, and air conditioning. So now, I'm drenched in my sweat, in the dark. I'm sitting down, but I've got pins and needles in my feet now. I would stand up, but because the area is so tight, I don't want to risk any noise. Oh, remember how I haven't eaten, and need to take a shit? That's attacking now. My stomach is growling, and I'm making fart noises. I'm so scared to get caught because my parents are going to slaughter me, too. My girlfriend and I will discuss our plans for me to escape when she comes up. Update 1. They are done with dinner. My girlfriend brought me some water and biscuits, but I don't have the appetite to eat. Don't want to drink too much, as I would risk needing to go to the toilet. She went back to do the dishes. Update 2. It's 9 p.m., and my girlfriend is in her room. She told her family she's playing Animal Crossing with her friends, so hopefully her parents don't barge in. We're gonna formulate a plan for me to escape now. I can finally stretch my legs. Update 3. We have a plan. 9:30 p.m., we're gonna wait for her parents to head up to their room. She's gonna check if their door is closed and if they're looking at it. She'll bring me downstairs and I'll hide in the storeroom. She'll then go and tell her parents she's taking photos of the night, and no worries if the door alarm rings, because they have an alarm system in place. She'll unlock the main door, the outside small gate, and leave it open for a bit. It's a gated and guarded area, so it's pretty safe. She'll go check on her parents, as they like to look at what she's doing from their room. Once she's confirmed that they're not looking, she'll get me from the storeroom. I go all the way out and hide behind a pillar in front of her house. She'll lock everything and go back up and check on her parents. Make sure they're not looking. She'll get me from the storeroom. I'll go all the way out and hide behind a pillar in front of her house. She'll lock everything and go back up and check that her parents are not looking out, and I'll walk to my car so I don't startle her dog. Sounds pretty legit, as she knows her parents' schedule the best. Update 4. 9:41 p.m. Showed my girlfriend this post, and we're reading the comments. Really means a lot to us that everyone is supportive. Makes the nerves less frightening. We're hugging it out and playing Animal Crossing till their parents go to sleep around 11. Update 5. I'm still here and it's around 10:30. My time zone is GMT plus 8 for those who are still invested. We're just preparing for when her parents go to bed, so we're trying to calm our nerves. Update 6. It's 11, but her parents are not sleeping. For some strange reason, her mom decided to bake at like 10:30. Starting to think they suspect something. Update 7. Yes! My girlfriend just went down and her mom is done baking, and she says she's going to go to sleep soon, which leaves just her dad watching TV. I'm almost out. I can feel the wind already. Just can't get too trigger happy and jump the gun. Update 8. Her mom just walked past her room, heading into her own room. Her dad also getting ready to sleep. It's about to happen, guys. Phase 1 of our plan is about to commence. Update 9. Dang. Her mom went to bed, but her dad is still watching TV. It's like 11:30 p.m., and he's still watching? At least her mom's in her room, so that's good. Update 10. Okay, plan is in action. Her dad is now in their room, and she is moving my stuff downstairs to the storeroom. I'll explain once I'm inside. Update 11. I took my last sip of water and went down to the storeroom. Phase 1 complete. Her dad is showering. Her parents' door is closed. Now, for the front door and gat. Update 12. Girlfriend opening the door and the gate. I have to wait for her. Update 13. Slight change. I went out the door together with her. Her dog isn't barking, so that's good. She has to open the gate. Update 14. Out the gate, bending down, waiting for her to text me. Update 15. She's taking some photos to sell the story. Better not rush it. Her dog is getting very close to me and sniffing me through the gate. Oh God, please don't bark. Final update. In hell, guys. I made it. I just started the engine and my heart is pounding. I'm safe and sound. Time to go home. Got out 11:53. TLDR. Came over to my girlfriend's house to see her, and her parents suddenly came home. And now I'm hiding in her room, as her family is eating downstairs. Post-clarification. It's 12:15 a.m. I'm home sipping a hot cup of Milo and laughing with my girlfriend about the entire day. We just want to thank everyone that supported us in the shitty situation we put ourselves in. The nerves were real, and seeing how everyone responded and wanted the best for us really helped push us through this emotionally. Wanted to clarify a few things for quite a number of reasons. 1. A lot of people were saying the story is a fake, similar to other stuck-in blank room with family and house. Unfortunately, Asian people go through similar things, and this is no exception. The strict family and rebellious child scenario. Same coin, different sides. 2. A few people mentioned how this is similar to another post a year ago, and the truth is, I was inspired by that post to share this story. It was a very emotionally troubling time for both of us, and after reading the mentioned post and seeing how supportive everyone was, and how it made the OP feel much better, I thought it would be a good idea for my girlfriend and I to do the same. And it did. It honestly helped us feel like we could make this work. I'm really sorry I can't prove it happened, but this was real to the both of us, and that's what's more important. 3. We own up to this mistake, and that's why it's on TIFU. We effed up big time and have only ourselves to blame. But we survived it, and learned never to repeat it again. Thank you again for investing your time in this. I didn't expect it to blow up like this, but you guys helped us a lot. Time to sleep now. Good night, everyone.